everyone! It's been a long time since I made a new video, and as you can see I'm actually back home now, so it's a lot easier for me to make new videos and such. So I received my Comiket C97 set around last month when I got back home, and I thought I'd make a video on this since I tend to do that every year. This year came with a Summer Pockets Reflection Blue shopping bag, which is the new Summer Pockets game that is coming out this year. And this is Shiki on the front. The thing that I'd like to start with is this set of 4 posters. And these posters are actually the same type of posters that came out when Summer Pockets first came out in 2018. The Comiket set before the game's release, so the year before that, had a set of 4 posters of the main characters. And now that there is a new game, we have 4 posters of the characters now getting actual stories. So that's the new girl Shiki, as well as Shizuku and Nomiki and Umi as well. So these are actually really nice. The one of Nomiki is my favourite. This is Umi at the back there. This set of new posters includes the girls getting new stories. So this is Umi-chan, the new girl, which is Kamiyama Shiki. This is Shizuku. And my favourite from this set is definitely Nomiki. This really is a wonderful illustration, and this again is by Fumiyun. Next we have this tiny keychain, which is also to go with the rest of the keychains that have come out previously for Summer Pockets release. And for the new release we have this keychain of the new character as well, which is Shiki. And there is also this keychain of Inari as well. And the item that I was looking forward to most is this CD. This is the Key Best Selection CD for their 20th anniversary last year, and this has a disc 1 of some songs that are really prominent in the Key games, including Little Busters there, as well as Yasooka and Arukateiru. And then disc 2 has a bunch of arrangements that were specifically made for this CD, so it's not just the usual club style Otsu remixes that they normally come out with. These are actually 20th anniversary rearrangements rather than really hardcore remixes, so they're actually really nice, and the Tori no Uta one is really good. The cover has the dango that is used on the Key medallion and just the Key 20th anniversary logo. And the CD looks like this, which is really pretty. And we have this lottery card for Heaven Burns Red, which is the new RPG game being produced by Maeda Jun, and it's his first full-on work since, I think, 13 years ago. And it was a choose then to see if you could get the pre-entry tickets, in a sense. They were earlier tickets than the normal. And something else really nice that is reminiscent of the original Summer Pockets release is the Summer Pockets Reflection Blue prologue book, which is probably a part 2 to the original Summer Pockets book that came out when they first introduced the characters, but this is actually holographic on the front as well, so it's very pretty. And if we just take a quick look inside, there are the roughs of the new character by Fumiyun, which is Shiki, Kamiyama Shiki. She really likes omusubi, and she has a pouch of one there, which is really cute. There's the rough illustration of the poster, and it's very well drawn. Nomura Miki is there as well. There's Shizuku. And last but not least we have Umi as well, which is drawn by Naga. And this is really cool, I didn't know that this was in here. So there are the rough sketches of the actual packaging of the box that they never used, and even the girls that never ended up being the new character. This kind of reminds me of the Little Busters Ecstasy cover mixed with the rewrite cover, I'm not too sure, but this is really pretty. I wish they could have used this. There's a spring one at the top there as well. There's also a tiny Shiki at the top there as well. Last but not least, we have the calendar, which is, I've been buying these for 5 or 6 years now. The Key calendar for 2020. And this year's illustrations seem fairly nice. There's one of Kudwafter in the summer, so I'm assuming we get a release of Kudwafter this year, finally. I'm not too sure about that. And there's Key 20th anniversary illustration there. Planetarium there, I hope that's alluding to the new OVA. There's one of Tsunugi and Shizuku, and also of Heaven Burns Red. I also wanted to briefly go over what came in the visual arts set this year, since I actually picked up that as well, which I normally don't. So this is the visual style calendar for this year. There's a desktop calendar as well as an A3 calendar at the back. And the only reason I bought this for the first time ever is the fact that Natsume Kyosuke from Little Busters was #1 on the Key ranking. It came with some really nice things, as well as the fact that there is a illustration with Kyosuke in it because he won, as well as the visual style magazine this year as well. It came with this schedule seal set, which is really cute. I really like this. This is drawn by the same artist that drew for the Key Cafes. We also have a desktop calendar for this year, which I have never owned previously because I never bought this set, but this does come out every year. This year is Summer Pockets mixed with other characters as well. And one of my favourite artists, which is Yuhazu, drew Comiket, which is really nice. The Visual Style magazine has a lot about the new Summer Pockets game, as well as the anime of Codewafter and the Heaven Burns Red game that is coming out. So there's actually an interview of Yuchi and Kai and Fumiyun, which is really interesting to see. The back has a Zen comic as well. As for the calendar, the visual arts calendar for this year, which I've never owned before either, has Tenshi on the front, and then each page is a collaboration between Summer Pockets and previous Key games. So each page has previous characters mixed with a Summer Pockets character together. So the first illustration has Nomiki with the Little Busters original 5, and I really like this. This was drawn because Kyosuke became #1. In the preview, Kengo's face wasn't actually visible and people thought that he wasn't there at first, but he is. So this is a really nice drawing by Zen. And there's just lots of illustrations of various previous Key characters mixed with the recent Summer Pockets characters, which is a really nice thing to see. And my favourite is this, because Kamome is with good. Something I didn't know because I'd never have a visual arts calendar before and only bought the Key calendar was that each month has the birthdays of various visual arts characters, not just Key but just visual arts as a whole. At the top it just tells you which illustration it is, and it says Little Busters yori Kyosuke hoka. So I feel like it's mostly meant to be about Kyosuke, but he just drew the rest of them as well. Overall, that was everything from the Key calendar this year. I feel like the items were a little bit shorter this year, but they did pack a lot of information about the new game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!